I am a boss in the cut, Mayday. Bubbles and these models it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the New York Jets and their rookie quarterback from USC, Sam Darnold, as they get set to match up with the #1 overall pick, Baker Mayfield, and the Cleveland Browns. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week. 14 carries, 68 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Here we go.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 2nd down.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This pass caught at the 4. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The numbers for Beckham in last week's effort. 6 catches, 60 yards.
And what we just saw there was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up a 1st down on that one.
They'll give it to Chubb. The first NFL touchdown for Georgia's Nick Chubb. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out now come the Jets. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Hurry up, here we go. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run in the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
They run with Hunt. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And it's caught by Herndon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go number 1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to number 3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead they got sudden Sam Darnold, and I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
All right, here we go.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. The Jets and Browns, 2 cellar dwellers from a year ago, and they did meet in that season, Week 5 in Cleveland. Myles Garrett, it was his NFL debut. He got 2 sacks, but it was former Brown Josh McCown throwing 2 second-half touchdown passes to lead the Jets to the victory.
And every time I hear about the Jets and Browns playing, you know what I think about? The first ever Monday Night Football game, the Jets at the Browns. Cleveland won. I believe it was 1970.
It was indeed. I just happen to have the note here. I don't know this off the top of my head, but September 21st, 1970. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Landry. Spinning past him. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And the Browns getting set to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle to Becker. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Darrell Roberts right there on the coverage.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Watch it now, Barney.
And again, it's Mayfield. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So that one will be accepted.
Now let's go.
From the end zone, here's Darnold. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, it's Bell. And his second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all know that Myles Garrett was drafted #1 in the NFL for his ability to get to the quarterback. That's his stock in trade. But the underrated part of his game, plays well against the run, knows how to hold the point of attack.
3rd and 2, Darnold found his target. It's Anderson. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit him quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Now let's go.
The give is to Bell. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Olivier Vernon brings him down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he's got a noon one. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Ooh, landed.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Here we go. Ooh, landed.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Olivier Vernon in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Back to throw, Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the 2nd quarter. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, they're in the lead right now. So, kind of what's going on in his head, do you think, Charles?
I think that's what he has to keep in mind. Winning the ball game is not going the way he wants in terms of his own play. But, oh, yeah, that's right, winning the ball game. So don't press. Don't try and do things outside of what's going on right now. Don't try to increase your game or get yourself right. Just make sure you continue to lead your ball club and keep them moving in the right direction.
Well, they've got that lead so far. 1 interception for him, no touchdown passes.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now it's Hunt, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Gun, 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 gun.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
He finds his target, Becker. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. first down. Mayfield to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Tremaine Johnson that time there to force the incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield with it once more. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. And now it's 3rd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is indeed good. So we have reached halftime. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Watch it now, Barney.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
The hero. The hero. Oh, goodness. Hey, there we go. That ain't a bad game so far. Hey, there we go. That ain't a bad game so far.
Brian. You watching my game?
Yeah, I pulled it up and saw you're up 10-0.
Yeah, I'm about to go off of pause.
What'd you say though? I heard a really bad echo when you said that.
I said I was going off the pause. Like, I had the game paused.
Okay. Got you.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
This is Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Baker Mayfield threw his first pick of the season in this game.
Trust me, it was the same way with me and my QB last night. He's got 6 touchdowns and 1 pick after 3 games and then 2 rushing touchdowns, so definitely not upset with that. I feel like Justin Fields is gonna get me that Rookie of the Year if he doesn't fucking get killed.
But at least it does get him to 4th down.
Because, yeah, 300 rushing yards after 3 weeks is quite a bit for a QB.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more
there we go. Nice punt. There we go. At the 1.
My man's.
You saw that punt?
Yum.
Here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline.
Le'Veon Bell, 10 carries, 14 yards. You could honestly say I've been shutting down the run lately.
Oh yeah, I got gassed really bad by the Jets rushing attack in our league on week 2, which is why I got really lucky to actually get out of there with that overtime win. But yeah, dude, fucking they probably put up a good 130, 140 rushing yards on me that game. Oh,
you saw that?
Yup.
They really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability?
I had him in the backfield.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is
Nope.
to their defense.
Nope.
They've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now contact.
Oh, come on.
Markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
Just handing him the first down.
3-5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Darnold.
Woo!
They're not able to hook up there.
Come on, come on, come on. Gotta make that play. Gotta make that play. I mean, you made the play, but shit.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it.
Oh.
4 yards or more on 1st down is what
You
you're
saw
aiming
that.
for. They tried to throw for you.
Oh.
Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
So give to Bell. As he's got this down at 40 to the 39. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Darnold on 3rd down. And unable to connect.
There we go, defense. There we go, defense.
Instead, it's 4th. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely online. It just need a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
Patriot! Patriot! Leopard! Leopard!
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt.
Ah, holding. Come on.
With a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding. Offense.
Oh.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right
I already need a cigarette. It's too early for me to need a fucking
You
cigarette.
can be a little bit late getting it done.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football. If they
That
do
was a
that,
first down, too.
that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. It's brought in by Harris. And
Man, somebody made me fucking annoyed as fuck today on Corona's status.
good for 5. It's 3rd
Oh, who?
down.
On Jonathan Corona's post.
Oh, what
Talking
happened?
about how there's a fucking, there was like an active shooter, like there was a armed gunman in his office building in Alpharetta, and somebody says, what kind of shooter? You should go live.
Browns on 3rd down.
I'm just
They've
like,
converted
Charles,
3
are you
out of 5
fucking
thus
retarded,
far.
dude? Why the
This is
fuck would he go
3rd
live
and
if there's an active shooter in his building? You fucking moron.
Wait, in Atlanta?
No, Alpharetta, like off of West Side Parkway. There was apparently somebody called in that there was an armed gunman in the building, but it was probably just somebody with an open carry.
Oh, wow.
But long story short, you know Charles Kennedy. He's like, oh, what kind of shooter is it? You should go live. It's like, what kind of dumb motherfucker says you should go live if there's a potential active shooter in the building? You stupid son of a bitch.
Dimwit.
Like, literally, he's like, really? At my comment, and I'm like, yeah, nigga, really? Like, you really trying to fucking have somebody get capped on camera? Like, are you fucking retarded, Charles? Like, I was like, I mean, I shouldn't expect less considering you hung around with Gavin Johnson and his chomo ass, but I mean,
wow.
Fuck.
Wow.
I mean, if we're being real here, I don't live in Atlanta. I can say that shit.
Savage.
I mean, let's be real. Gavin is the ultimate chomo, and if he ever shows his face in Atlanta, I'm pretty sure there's going to be like a list of people waiting to just pummel his face in.
Savage.
I mean, I'm in a bad mood. The savagery's going to be flying today.
Savage. What put you in a bad mood today?
Alright, so my parents, I had sent them my tax returns, so I couldn't e-file this year.
Did you see that wide open ass receiver I just missed?
No, I did not. But yep, I just did now. But but yeah, no, I sent my parents my tax returns so they could paper file because I don't have access to a printer, and I was like, hey, I can't e-file this year. I need this money.
No, that better not be. That better not be holding. That better not be holding.
Text my parents a month later, and they're like, oh yeah, we still haven't sent that shit in. Yeah, that's got to be roughing. Just based on when that flag came in, that was roughing all day. So yeah, no, a month later, after I would have had to wait for 6 weeks to get my paper refunds done, I find out they didn't even send them in.
Oh yeah, I would be salty right now.
I like basically chewed them out this morning. I was like, you guys are fucking with my money right now. Like, I get on 29, like, but I asked y'all for help with something, and you know, I shouldn't have to like babysit my parents on shit like that. Like, that's just fucked up. And like, now I'm in a position where, you know, I've been out of work for almost 2 months, and I needed that money to catch up on bills. And they're like, well, you know, we're not gonna loan you the money, but we'll help you if you can get us the paperwork we need. So you mean I need to wait another 6 weeks for you to maybe send them in this time?
Yeah, they're fucking.
And now they're like,
bro.
And now they're mad that I'm mad.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell.
Well, I'm up 17-0 though.
I know, man. You get it done at the end of the damn third too.
You can tell I'm starting to improve a lot more.
Well, that's why I told you not to rage quit out of Madden. I figured you'd get the hang of the sliders. I had faith. I had faith.
I knew he was gonna do that one. I tried to get out of that defense, but it wouldn't let me. I tried to get out of that defense, but it wouldn't let me. I tried to go to a cover 3, but
well, the fact that he even caught that is still fucking dumb.
No,
like, that was overthrown by like a hot mile.
No, but I literally pressed square and like left on the right thumbstick, and it didn't switch out of the defense. It was like, why? I was like, as soon as I saw it didn't do that.
You can't do that, but like, you can still adjust your coverage at the line.
No, I was in an all-out blitz to stop the run.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like I was sitting in like both outside linebackers. I was in just straight cover 0, man.
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, you had the shutout going, but
you know, so
they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
This area, what 51 shit is getting out of control.
Yeah, I know. Brian Poole just got a sack on me. Shit.
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an
bro, also fuck the government. They ruled against Eric Gardner's case this morning.
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
No, I have no idea, honestly.
So Eric Gardner was the black man who was choked to death by NYPD for selling loose cigarettes on the side of the street in New York City. and they voted against bringing charges against the NYPD.
Oh, wow.
And I am seething, because, like, there's video of it, and he's literally like, yo, I can't fucking breathe, I can't fucking breathe. Like, I'm literally just selling, like, loose cigarettes, like, what the fuck? And they choked him to death. And, yeah, 5 years later, they're like, yeah, no. So, no charges for the NYPD. It's like, are you serious? It's like, I don't get this government sometimes, like, just broad daylight murders on racially profiled targets, and they're just gonna be like, nah, it's cool. Drives me nuts, brother.
11 carries, 87 yards. You're saying he hasn't a good day, right?
I would say it's a pretty good day. Anytime I get my running back over 75, I'm pretty happy. Like, honestly, like, I've been super streaky the first 3 weeks with, who's a majigget, ETN. Like, week 1, he had, like, 45, 50 yards, and every week since, he's busted out.
12 carries, 98 yards.
Holla.
He gets stronger as this game moving along.
That's one thing too. That's why I aggressively run the ball as much as I do. The defense does wear down eventually. So even if I'm averaging like 2 yards a pop in the fourth quarter with like 15 carries, I'll probably finish with 4 or 5 yards a carry just based on the fact I'm going to break a big run because the defense is going to fuck up.
I'm 20 for 27, 233 yards, a touchdown and a pick.
Yeah, you're getting better, my guy. You're getting better.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
That's another thing. I think you were pressing too much when you were getting frustrated and you weren't like getting like all your reads in. Because like I'm watching you play now and it's like he's reading the whole field. He's checking all 5 receivers, all 5 targets. Whoop, face mask.
They're down here in the fourth, and that
I'm playing like how you actually saw me play when I'm at my best.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're in your flow. Like when you're not, I feel like you rush throws and you overcompensate for the fact that you've been playing poorly, and it just makes you play worse. But like when you actually like sit down and like play your game patient and take it with a fresh mindset, being 17-7 in the fourth quarter.
Make that 24.
Baker, go!
It turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
You like that little scramble for the touchdown?
Yeah, I was like, if he didn't start running, I was gonna yell at you, man. I was like, bro, you better fucking go! Because right now, it's like, I can abuse that shit with Justin Fields. Like, I really can. Like, 37 carries for 300 yards on the ground after 3 games at quarterback. Like, too many carries, but...
Yeah, way too many carries. He got running back amount of carries.
Well, you considering my starting running backs are like 60 carries to his 37, like yes and no, but he's definitely running like a backup right now, like a backup running back as far as carries go. But it's like, by the same token, I was explaining to Seth, I was like, 90% of the time he's able to slide and get down before contact anyway, so it's like, you know, he's maybe taking hits on like 20% of those runs. So, you know, I'm not stressing it too much, but, you know, by the same token, if he does go down for a long-term stretch, I am fucked.
And be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win.
On first down, it's Darnold. Anunu's got it. Complete.
Oh, come on. What's up with the face mask, man? Come on now.
Into enemy territory.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play. It costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground.
Wo ist mein
Another 15 against your squad.
Sweatshirt? Wo ist mein smokes?
Woo, you sniffed out that screenplay.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen.
That's one thing that drives me nuts. The CPU can run screens, but like you try to run one against the CPU, that's getting blown up for a 5-yard loss every time. I'll be back though.
Alright.
Here's Darnold now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose.
There we go, baby. There we go, baby.
Pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The result, a first down, as a quick slant gets him 14.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. And oh, the defense has it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt. And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more blocked.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Here's Hunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend.
Don't fall apart now, brother.
I'm not trying to pull the Raiders.
Goes backwards.
Yeah, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. If I come back and he lost, I'm gonna just be like, bruh.
They stay on the ground again. It's Hunt.
Damn, I love how you just blasted his ass on stream too. Yep, nope, not trying to pull a Raiders.
That's a really good job right
oh, Kareem got fucked.
Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot on the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Well, not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order.
And this is
Pick 6 for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Browns. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a
return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. fresh off the pick six. It's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Darnold on first down. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown,
wow.
New York. Robbie Anderson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a
with the
miracle.
garbage time
They
bullshit.
onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Throwing, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. Uses the stiff arm. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run again with Hunt. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So with that neat 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know, people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Browns, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.